So we have a very simple scenario. We have overheads of 1 million. We have a contribution per unit of 5, so we're making 33.3%. We don't currently offer rebates, and we want to grow. And this is where the slides get really interesting. We've got a chart, a break-even illustration. First line we put in, and I love the animation, are overheads. Come with another line, which is our contribution. There's even more lines to come. Our gross profit percentage. That's the important one. And then we think, well, we want to be a 10% return business. That's where we want to be. We want a 10% operating profit. So when we look at this chart, we go all the way over to the left, we look for the 10, we go over until it intersects the curved line, the gross profit. We come down, had roughly about 280,000 units. Once we are selling a 280,000 units, thereafterwards, we're making our 10% return on sale goal. But if we don't do anything, we actually keep making more and more and more profit. But we want growth, and we know growth generally comes at a cost to margin. So what do? We start doing a bit of maths. So all in agreement, profit equals revenue less costs. If we want 10%, it's actually 10% times our revenue equals our revenue less our costs. Therefore, 0.1 R equals R minus C. I did tell you this was going to be maths. This is going to bring algebra back for everybody. And hopefully not too many nightmares. And as you'll recall, you kind of cross things out and you keep going down. So we're now at a position where we took an R off of either side. So at minus 0.9 R equals minus C. We also know R, because our sales price was 15, our revenue is 15 times the quantity, so 15Q. We know our costs are 1 million, and the cost is 10 per unit, so 10Q. So we can actually now replace some of the numbers out. We can say 0.9 times 15Q equals 1 million plus 10Q. This is how we get to that quantity number. We keep consolidating down, and ultimately, we will get to a magic number. Where we're going to get to is Q is 285,714. At that point, the next product we sell, our operating profit starts to climb from 10%, keeps going up. So we can use that money because our target was to stay at 10. Yes, plus anything above that is great. But how do we use that information? We can now say, well, our sales number, that needs to be 4,285,710. Great. Now what we can do is we can say, what kind of rebates do we want to use to go north of that number? Because we know now, after that number, we don't need to make that 33.3% contribution anymore. We only need to make 10 to hold our profit and incentivize that growth. So there's two key kind of rebates we could use here. We could offer a non-retrospective rebate. So what we work out as a business is, and we break up our sales maybe by customer. They all have an individual target which collectively comes to our goal, probably with a degree of safety. But we say actually when they hit that number, and we're wanting to hold a 10%, we can actually offer them a 26% rebate. 26%. Wow. That is a big, big kind of incentive. But most distributors are not keen on the non-retrospective. What they want is actually to earn something right from the beginning. So we have the other side, the more common type of rebate. In this scenario, we've created a couple of different bands, and this is when you create those tiers. So the reward keeps getting bigger. You keep giving back to your customers the benefit they're delivering you, but you're holding your margins. So this is a real example of a win-win scenario, and it's about doing the maths. If you do that, your rebate strategy is going to be more profitable for you and your customer. And I would ask anybody, do we do this? Probably not enough. I mean, this is a really simplified approach, but this kind of math should be somewhere in your process.